What's up everybody, AG here, and of course, obviously, everybody knows that this is another video about toxicity in Overwatch. Now, what I would like to say here is that there are several different personalities when playing the game, and some of the ones that are definitely the most tilting are the toxic Overwatch players. Now, obviously, everybody's had their own experiences, so I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. So if you want to go ahead and do that, read over them, we'll have a discussion about it. Anyway, as I was saying, there's several different kinds of personalities that come into Overwatch. There's several different people that want to be really good at the game, that want to perform really well, and just teach everybody, like, you know what, I'm really good at this game, I'm going to help you out. Now, when it comes to coaching, you want to be constructive, you want to take the things that they do well, and then try to push them away from the things that they do bad. But when you think about a toxic Overwatch player, and you think about the coach mindset, that I'll call it, people that just want to tell you how to play the game in all chat when they themselves are just shitting on you. So you're in a competitive setting, somebody on the enemy team, or maybe even quick play, let's back it up a bit, even quick play, you'll have somebody on the enemy team that gets a kill on you, and the first immediate thing that they say to you is like, oh, by the way, if you weren't so bad at doing what you're doing, then you could have done this better, you know? Or like, oh, you're playing your hero wrong, here, let me teach you how to play your hero, while also throwing in those little snide remarks about how much better I am at the game than you. That's probably one of the most toxic things that you can do, and that's something that's definitely going to tilt somebody on the enemy team. Poor sportsmanship, you know, yada yada. But that could also go into the concept of, you know, you're getting inside their head to make them play worse, and that's just a game mechanic. All chat's a game mechanic in Overwatch. It's not in some of the other games that Blizzard offers, but for Overwatch specifically, all chat is definitely a thing. Now, when we think about coaching people, again, like I've said, just want to be constructive, and being constructive definitely means that you want to say things that are going to help the person, like, oh, by the way, you know, you could have played this differently. But, you know, don't try to do it in a condescending, passive-aggressive way where you're like, oh, you know, I did this thing that was pretty good, I killed you here, and it's like, if you knew how to play your hero at all, then, you know, you could have killed me, but since that you obviously don't, then I'm going to let you know that you just did poorly, and you just need to get better. Like, that doesn't help at all. That's just the coach mindset, the coach play style of taking the time out of your play to let somebody know that they fucked up on the enemy team because they're bad. That's just toxic. It's just so shitty to do. Like, don't do that. Don't be that kind of person. And that's all I really want to say about the coach mindset. There's so many different personalities, and I'm only going to go over a few of them. Let's get to the next one. The next one that I want to touch on is the all chat sorry person. Oh my god, does it tilt me so hard when somebody says, sorry I killed you, XD, the unironic XD, when they're in all chat. Oh, it just burns me, because it's like, why would you need to apologize for getting a kill in a game that requires you to kill me? Like, why are you apologizing? Like, you know, oops, sorry I got that headshot on you from across the map, XD, I didn't mean to kill you there. Oh my goodness, I'm just so good. I'm sorry, I'm so good at this hero, and I just beat you. That kind of mentality and that kind of mindset is just so, I hate it. It's so bad, and I keep saying it over and over again about how bad that mindset is, because it's actually the one that really upsets me personally. If you're gonna get a kill on me, just get your kill, go on about your business, help your team to win the game. Don't apologize for doing what you were supposed to do anyway. It's just so shitty to do. Like, there's a lot of things to do in Overwatch, and taking your time, type and tell me that you did something is just so upsetting. But I'm going to get into some of the things here, because there are toxic things that everybody does in Overwatch. There's so many different things in the game that people do. I'm going to actually, let me stop here. I'm going to stop saying so. I'm not going to say so another time in this video. And if I do, first person to point it out and tell me what time I said it, I'll give you a gift card. That'll be pretty sick. You don't have to like or subscribe, none of that. Don't have to do any of that. Just if you catch me saying so again after this point forward, just let me know, and I'll give you something. Anyway, continuing on, back to focus. Let's pull it back in, bring it in, boys. There are a lot of things that we do in Overwatch that are very toxic. There are things that people will say and things that people do to try to tilt someone on the enemy team, as well as trying to tilt people on their own team. And one of the mindsets that I hate the most is the superstar mindset, or the Twitch streamer mindset. You know, you've got your friend that has about 2 or 3 people watching them currently. Maybe mom's over there actually chatting in the chat, saying things like Kappa, Ellie, Giggle, and things like that. But that person will go out of their way to be as loud as they can over comms. They'll try to clutter the comms and just talk over everybody and just be a huge asshole and just show everybody, but like, you know what, I'm so cool, I'm like the best player in the world, you know, just look at me, I'm really cool, oh my gosh, look at me, just, oh, this person said Cap, it's so nice to see you again in the chat, dude, thanks for coming by again, so good to see you, I'm actually a Twitch streamer, I'm so good. And it gets really annoying to hear somebody just go on constantly about how good they are, about how they're the center of attention, how they're the focus of everything happening. And it does happen, people just do that to try and get attention, to get people to come to their stream, and I can get that, you know, selling out a little bit just to get more notoriety in the community. You know, you have 2 or 3 people watching you right now, could be 15, could be 1,500 the next day, but not today, baby, and I don't want to hear that shit in my comp king, so get that shit the fuck out. And something that I'm guilty of that I'll say that's pretty toxic is going silent. Being upset with people for not doing something they should be, but also not making the call to tell them to turn around and do something. There are situations where I stay silent. I don't say anything. I don't make a single call. I'm just quiet comms. Nothing is said. I'll be playing one of the most critical people to play and not say a word. I have done that before. Guilty of it, I understand, but I also think that it's very toxic and you shouldn't do it. So I've been working on my comms, making more calls in game, and doing whatever I can to give my team the amount of information that they need to make the right decision. Because when you're playing and you're playing at a critical moment and you don't make the call, then you set your team up for failure, because it's like they don't know what's going on, but you do, but you didn't say anything. You didn't say that the Hog's hook was down. You didn't say that the Winston didn't have bubble. Same thing with Zarya. You didn't say the Zarya was completely lit and also fully charged and we need to kill her right now. You didn't say that. You didn't call your sleep. That could have made a play. That could have put us in a good position to do something. I'm guilty of doing that. And it's so toxic to just go there and then be mad at your team when you had information that you needed to say, but you just didn't. Or if you don't even use a mic at all, you just type it. I've seen so many people in Platinum and Diamond, Masters, even Grandmaster, stop to type something, die for it, blame the team for being shitty, and then proceed to just throw. And it's really annoying to see something like that happen, because it's like you had every chance in the world to just vocalize what's going on, but you didn't. You made an effort to type something out to try and communicate, but that got you killed, because obviously at higher levels of play you're going to want to use a microphone, because microphone comms are important. They just are. It's how Overwatch is. Sure, you can climb by saying nothing at all to people, but at least please, if you're going to be upset with somebody, say it in comms. If you're going to be upset about a play, do it in a way that's constructive, not something that's destructive to your team, tilts them off the face of the planet, and go on from there. But anyway, guys, again, I want to hear from you guys. What's probably some of the most toxic things that you've ever dealt with in Overwatch, or gaming in general, for a competitive standpoint, or, you know, just in general? Maybe somebody just griefed all your shit, blew up your house in Minecraft, and you're tilted about it, and you want to tell me about it? Tell me about it in the comments below. But anyway, guys, thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, peace.
Kaiju.